Forsberg.
Yeah,
Forsberg! Yeah!
We won our class at the Men 400. Absolutely amazing race. That whole event, the contingency, was so freaking cool. 60,000 people out at the contingency tech walk. All the vendors are there. All of Fremont just closed down and just trucks all lined up, all the vendors down the sides.
TPQ down here on the Mint 400. This is the off-road festival, my man. 2026 is the year, and it's going off big. As you can see, it's standing room only with trucks and off-road buggies and quads and dirt bikes. It's all right here in your face on Fremont Street all day.
That up close and personal with the drivers and the trucks and all the teams is just such a cool experience.
Mr. Forsberg down here making a run at it. What class are you running out here, my friend?
We're going to be running in Class 7 in our Nissan Frontier production round. So this is our first time at the Mint 400. Absolutely stoked to be here. Easily the coolest contingency in off-road. This is awesome. You guys do a great job. We don't do the qualifying, so we just got to come straight to the party. 60,000 people, that's incredible. We just want to represent our partners well. We got Nissan, XComp, Nismo, and Optima, Bilstein, everybody out here supporting us to make sure that we get this truck across the finish line.
Still has that new truck smell.
Yeah, not bad.
And it's got cup holders in it. Yeah. Come on, man. Let's go.
There it is. Can't put that in there. I don't care. It's not even my real number.
Just like a bungee cord with and a hook. So like when you get in, you're going to take it and lock it over here.
Okay.
So next race on that, he's going to let you go this time. Okay. Yeah.
She just walked up and handed it to me. I was like, what is this? And I looked, I was like, oh, hey, I know that thing. That's familiar. Yeah.
Took a digital photo, printed it to the physical photo, and now you're taking a digital photo of the physical photo.
The visual photo of the actual video of the, you know what, I'm out of here.
You better print it out. Wrapped up tech at the Mint 400. Nissan Frontier is ready to rip. Jack's just finishing up with the safety gear. We just did a lot of revisions on the truck, as you've all seen. Still passing tech, no problem. You know, we try to keep it out on the rule book, but you know, this is still new for us. This is our 5th race ever off-road. The truck has been incredibly different every time. We're basically rebuilding this truck every race and upgrading, not just replacing, but improving. I would love to get through a race where everything goes 100% and we don't feel like we have to like go back to the drawing board. I mean, that's part of racing, right? Every time we finish a race, good or bad, we're talking about how to make things better. We get all antsy about the rebuild and you know what we can improve, what we learned, what we saw from the other teams. We put in a lot of effort on this truck, so let's go take it. The All-American Off-Road Championship. As you know, they have merged the Unlimited Off-Road Series and Best in Desert Series into one. Now it's the All-American Off-Road Championship. The Martelli brothers and the boys from Best in Desert teamed up and they put on a hell of a show. Super stoked to be out there. It was our first time being at the Mint with the Nissan Frontier, and yeah, we were able to jump in Class 7 and win the class.
I mean, no complaints, honestly. You're taking it pretty easy, taking it appropriate, I think is probably the better word for it. just trying to make it to the finish. That's our main thing. So
Yeah.
first like 35 miles or so are down. We're getting comfortable, getting a good race pace, figuring out what the truck can do, figuring out what we can do, and we're just racing the desert. We're not racing any of these other guys. So just trying to get to the finish line.
We went through the entire course, 0 issues, 0 flats. The boys did an amazing job getting the truck prepared for the race, and then all of our components and all of our partners giving us the right pieces that survived XComp tires, having 0 flats, no punctures or anything, and there was massive rocks out there. It's a pretty rough course. A lot of the guys say it's a very rough course, which kind of works for us since we are not the type that are carrying 120 mile an hour speeds. So we're just out there just kind of punching through all the rocks and the ditches and the bumps, and like I said, no issues, no problems. We are still very much learning this truck. That's only my 5th off-road race ever. And if you think about it, we do 8 Formula Drift events in a year. And I've been doing that for over 20 years. So we have a lot of experience on road. But when it comes to off-road, we're still very, very new. But we're taking everything that we've learned for building a vehicle to be adaptable, moldable, reliable, in conditions that are very unfavorable, and also having the mechanical know-how to be able to fix little things on the side of the trail, I was gonna say road, if things do come up. That's also why we run the third seat. We have myself, Jackson, and James in the back seat, so that we have more hands on deck in case anything does go wrong, since you are that remote in the middle of the desert. We're on our second lap. We're getting our last fuel up. This should take us all the way to the finish. Truck's doing great, performing great. So much more ground clearance on our 37-inch X-Comps. We have been hitting all kinds of rocks out there, but they're holding up. We're not getting as much drag as we used to. We got more ride height overall. The suspension's doing great. Feeling good.
It's amazing seeing them do both the high performance drift, conquering world, and come into the off-road, conquering that realm as well. It's good to see all these guys out here. Blake's kicking ass out there right now with Harry, and Adam's going out tomorrow. 10 other grassroots off-roaders out there on our tires. No issues, doing good, staying positive.
The boys are doing a great job at leapfrogging between the 3 pits, the start-finish line, pit 1 and pit 2. They were actually able to just triangulate that, and we were able to see them. They would get to the pit about 20 minutes before we would almost every time, be able to set up with the mat out, get ready for any refueling necessary, inspect the tires, and like I said, at that point, it's a game of patience and a game of survival when it comes to off-road. So going over the truck, making sure it's good before it rolls out of the pit, not assuming anything, is what got us across that finish line in first place.
Here we go.
Woo!
His medals are fucking sick.
Let me see that medal.
They're fucking sick, dude. I was just looking at it, yeah.
Jackson Orr.
Here I am.
Here I am.
What's up,
Should I
dog?
bite it like I'm in the mud?
What? Sorry.
RJ just in your face.
I can't be excited too?
No.
What's up,
No,
man?
you can be. You
What's up?
definitely
What's
can
up?
be. You definitely can be. What is up? We
on,
finished. Last time I talked to this thing, we were like 30 miles in. It's over now.
This mean you get to go to sleep?
Oh, not yet. Gotta drive home. Hayden's gotta drive
No,
home.
I mean after that.
After that, yeah, for sure. We did good, dude. I mean, this is the best one.
I will say this is the best it's ever finished.
100%. This is the only race we've ever finished that we didn't spend at least 30 minutes working on the thing. Like, we spent 0 minutes working on it.
Well, not only that, but even like after like the one race where we had 0 mechanicals, it was still just like smoked by the end. It made it to the finish,
true,
but it
true,
was
true,
just
true.
smoked.
It was destroyed.
This thing is like ready for another.
Yeah.
It's good. It's better
is.
than ever.
Power wash this thing off. We're ready for the next
Back
one.
out.
Yeah.
Back safe Felipe 250 in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Oh my God.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're kidding.
Don't stop.
I'm just here, dude. Gas and go, bro. It was the best race we've had. This place is rough, though.
It is.
The course itself is rough.
That's what I was hearing a lot.
Really choppy, big whoops everywhere.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's different.
Yeah.
Different from Nora, definitely different from Vegas to Reno, which is the other 2 that I've done. Smoothest race I've been a part of with this team. Literally all we had to do was put gas in it and keep moving on.
Yeah.
Vegas to Reno, we had the rear end apart I don't know how many times in pit stops.
Oh yeah, I was there for that one. That was the first time I seen it all. I'm like,
Nora,
oh.
we blew the whole front of the truck off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, smoothest race. It's been great.
We got pushed around a little bit because it is a lap race, right? And normally with a A to B type race, they send out the fastest cars in the front and then the slowest cars towards the back. So we're class 7, we're production class. We don't have all the travel and all the power. So we typically start towards the back. With this race, since it's a lap race, by the time we were entering on track, the fast guys were coming back around after their first lap. So we were getting like right in the mix of the guys going for like UTV championships and XYZ class 10 vehicles. Yeah, there was a couple times where we're getting past. That's fine. That's gonna happen. We have our little GPS unit in there. We get the request for the pass. We acknowledge it, and as soon as we have room to be able to move our truck off to the side and let them by, we do. There's a couple impatient guys out there, and there's a couple trails that are fully walled in. There's only room for 1 vehicle, and we're going as fast as our vehicle will allow us to go. And it's not exactly their pace. And so, yeah, we got a couple extra dents in the back of our truck now. So the craziest part about what we are discovering while we enter into the off-road space is the overall lack of Nissans, for lack of better words.
These are 2 images, completely different vehicles. So on the right-hand side, there's Braden Baker in the UTV, and on the left-hand side there, is that one of the Halls, or is that the, I'm going to actually call that's the Toyota, isn't it? Is that the EV?
That's a hybrid, I believe. The Toyota's a hybrid.
Yeah, you know where I was going with that.
Yeah. I was saving you getting assassinated on the internet there, buddy.
That looks like a Ford.
So just trying to see who that is right now.
Question mark.
Chris Forsberg. We want to talk about a Formula Drift guy, Chris Forsberg. I mean, he's a legend, you know, as legendary as Von Gittin Jr. He's done just about everything you can do in Formula Drift, and great to see a lot of the drift guys making their way out to the dirt.
We were on the live stream being shot from the helicopter from the Mint team, and these guys, you know, they know trucks, they know the space, they know their event, and they were trying to figure out what kind of truck we were in. They're like, oh, is that a Toyota? Is that a Ford? They're like, oh no, it's Forsberg, that's a Nissan. We were the only Nissan vehicle on the grid. There were 550 vehicles at the Mint 400, and we're the only Nissan. That is saying a lot in itself, you know, bringing the vehicle out and then also having it keep up with these other manufacturers and taking it to the box and being the first ever Nissan Frontier to podium at the Mint. And the Mint's been going on for 40 plus years. Huge learning curve for us. We are learning a lot every race, and this is the first time we were able to build a truck, take it to the race, take it to the podium, and have no major problems with it. Even our first race when we debuted the vehicle, we didn't have any issues and went all 500 miles at the Norm 500. It was still tuckered out. Springs are blown out, shocks are blown out, you know, and it was definitely in need of a full rebuild. This truck, I feel like it could go do it again. And so that also comes with our new levels of experience and taking a lot of time in the off season and rebuilding this truck since the Nora 500 when we had that issue with the front end, getting the lower control arm broken, having the front wheel get broken off. And so that's a typical thing that happens. I mean, we passed dozens and dozens of rigs out there that had broken wheels off of their car. So it's not an uncommon thing to come around a corner, catch a rock just, you know, 6 inches to the left and you're losing that corner. We're super happy with the build of the truck. Absolutely have to give it to the guys over here at Forsberg Racing. You know, Jackson, of course, Hayden, Eric, Anthony, and also Andrew coming in to help us go top to bottom with it. We rebuilt the entire front end, new cross members, cut all the sheet metal off, put new tubing in, and really firmed up the front of the truck so that it's now tied into the cage, and we have all that force being pushed through the cage and not just being absorbed by the front end. And so I think that made the biggest difference in getting like the shock towers tied back to the cage, getting the frame rails all the way down to the front behind the headlights tied back to the cage. Like I said, all that energy from all the hits that the front wheels are taking is now being pushed through the entirety of the roll cage, which is exactly what this truck needed to get it up into this next level of Class 7. Outside of the team, Forsberg Racing, of course, our partner is helping us get to the Mint and getting us across that finish line. XCOM tires, 0 flats, that's #1 in keeping that truck rolling. And having the XCOM XTs, I think, is a perfect mix. Great traction, we're able to, you know, get through everything. We ran this race for the first time 2-wheel drive the whole way. We wanted to try it out. So what that was able to do is give us about 2 more inches of front travel by removing the 4-wheel drive system. So we wanted to give that a go since we heard it was a bumpy course, like a medium pace but really bumpy course. So having 2-wheel drive and not getting stuck anywhere, huge benefit. And Destin Industries kicking in, so we have a little more support for our off-road program. I know it's new for us, but we are bringing in some new partners to help us get this rig built up to be better than ever as we have 3 more off-road races this year. So yeah, thanks to Destin for coming on board, and we're hoping to do more with them in the future.